It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I welcome the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on the two-board screen. I like to get on here, give my unique perspective, because after 47 years of being on planet Earth, I have developed a new perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and I like to get in and tell about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, it looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to Bosnia-Herzegovina. Got some plays over in Bosnia-Herzegovina this past week. Gracias, gratitude, todo raba. And Bosnia-Herzegovina. I know somebody from Bosnia. They're very cool lady. So yeah, the lady I know is awesome. Your country must be awesome. Thanks for listening. Appreciate God's gratitude. And just FYI, back in the day I went to school to be a radio DJ, but never got a job. I think I never got a job because I just didn't have the focus. If I would have had the focus, maybe that would enable me to become a radio DJ. But it didn't. And it allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Some to debate, might be true, might not be true, but I said it on the internet, so it's gotta be true, right? Cause everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, sun, moon, stars, purple horseshoes. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're lying, just be aware, just watch out. Anyways, I could ramble all day, but it won't. Let's get right to the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, do you like hot fries? Do you? I like them. I've been eating them a lot lately. Well, if you like hot fries, recording artist Sun Tzu Cosmic dropped a track called Hot Fries. It was inspired by those hot fries. Yeah, so if you like hot fries and you want to hear a song inspired by hot fries by Sun Tzu Cosmic, who raps so crazy like you never heard before, I will put a link below to the song called Hot Fries. Check it out. Now, let's get on with the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again. And just like last episode, I am extra hot. Yeah, really hot. It's not a complaint. It's not a whine. It's just a state of being. Yeah, it's hot. In the Midwest, the United States, in the summertime, with computers on, it makes it hot and sweaty. But ladies and gentlemen, that is what I will do for you. I will sweat for you. I will bleed for you. I will cry for you. I am dedicated to the art, the craft of podcasting. Every week I get up here and talk about movies, TV, sports, and flick for you. So we can try to expand our mind just a little bit. Be a little bit better, a little bit smarter, a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, a little bit wiser, just better than we were. So we do these podcasts to try to be better than we were when we started. And maybe we're getting there, maybe we're not. I don't know. We just got to think about interesting, crazy, strange, awesome, uplifting ideas. That's what we do here. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what's going down in my neck of the woods. It is hot and sweaty, but I love it because I'm on Earth one more time and I get to sweat one more time. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So yeah, I'm sweating, but now it is time to podcast. And this week, I'm going to talk about the world's second oldest profession. You know what that is? You know what that is, right? The world's second oldest profession is espionage, spying, spy for spy. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that is what I'm going to talk about. And this week, ladies and gentlemen, I got to see the movie called The Spy Next Door, starring the one and only Jackie Chan. Now, every time you see a Jackie Chan movie, you're going to see absolute craziness. So when I watched The Spy Next Door, it was absolute madness. Yeah, because I'm watching this, I'm like, this is absolute madness, right? Every Jackie Chan movie you watch is madness. He's climbing up walls, he's jumping, he's flipping, he's punching, he's fighting in weird, strange ways, right? It's craziness. In this particular movie, we find out what happens when a spy babysits kids. I think Vin Diesel did a movie like where he's a spy babysitting kids. Maybe I'm not remembering that correctly, but I thought he did a movie where he's a spy and babysit kids. And there's probably other movies where spies babysit kids. I can't think of any right now, but it's just interesting what happens when a spy babysits kids. I've seen a lot of spy flicks, and I've talked about a lot of spy shows and flicks on this podcast. But I do not recall in recent memory on this podcast talking about a spy movie where a spy babysat kids, right? It's the first time I talk about spies babysitting kids. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what goes down. You see a lot of fighting. You see spy babysitting kids and, he's catching criminals. That's what goes down. But I want to go a little bit deeper into this movie and take some ideas and expand upon them, right? Now, if you've heard these podcasts before, you know I like to talk about spy espionage shows, TV shows, and all that because I just find them fascinating. I find the world, the dark world, the secret world so interesting. Maybe in another life, I could have chose that profession. Possibly. I don't know. But anyways, in this flick, we get to see what happens when the spy tries to just live a normal lifestyle. So in the movie, he's babysitting kids, but he's babysitting his lady's kids. He's dating this woman, they're getting close, they're liking each other, thinking about marriage, but the kids don't quite like him. And the wife's got to go away for an emergency. And then Jackie Chan's character is like, you know what? I'll just babysit the kids. Give me some time to bond with these kids. Because you know what? These kids don't like him, right? And so anyways, from all my studying of the espionage world and reading, watching podcasts, watching shows, just intaking a lot of information, it seems like having a family, regular life, and doing the espionage thing is a hard thing to juggle. Now, in the real world, which is regular jobs, when you just got a regular job, regular 9 to 5 regular job, and you try to balance family and kids and wife, all that, it can be difficult. But now imagine that you're in the secret world of espionage. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're an analyst. Maybe you're an operations officer. Maybe you're the paramilitary guys. I don't know. Maybe you work at a desk and punch numbers. I don't know what you do. But whatever they're doing in that world, trying to balance a family life has to be a million times harder than trying to balance a family life for a regular job. And through these podcasts, what I've said many times is when you live in that world and you play in that world, at least where I was depicted on the TV, you really can't have a family. You just can't have that. It's just not really works well with that profession, right? It's just very hard, at least from all the things I've seen. And in this show, it does show the difficulty of trying to be a spy, but also trying to just babysit some kids. Like, he's just trying to babysit kids, do his thing, and all of a sudden, his spy job kind of gets in the way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what can we learn from the spy next door? I think the main lesson I got in there is even though you got a tough job, a demanding job, a hard job, a spy job, you still got to have a personal, real life. You still got to have time with the family, time with the kids, time with the wife, time with the woman, time with the man, right? Still got to find that. Even though Jackie Chan was a super spy, in the end, he ended up getting married to the woman, and those kids became his stepkids, right? So maybe the lesson is, yeah, you can go hard at your job, whatever job you got, not just spying job, whatever job you got a hard job, you dedicating, you going hard, you working overtime, you sweating, you live, breathe, eat that job, whatever your job is, right? But also got to have time to have social connections, familiar connections, family connections, right? You still got to build that. Even though it was so hard for Jackie Chan's character to have that, even though he was walking the spy world, he still in the end got that. So us regular folks out in the real world, we're not spies, right? I hope, maybe you are. Maybe you're a spy, but if you're not some kind of spy working in intelligence, then maybe you just have a regular job. Then if Jackie Chan can do it, you can too. So whether you're flipping burgers, working in an office, or whatever you do, make time for those social, familiar connections. Have a life. Have a life outside the job. Now, let me just say this. I work constantly. I'm constantly working all the time. All I do is work. Not all, but I do a lot of work. And I'll be completely real with you guys. I may not be taking my own advice. Now, I get out here and there and do some things like that, but I don't feel I've really put a lot of effort in time into pursuing those kind of pursuits, because I've been all about the work. So maybe that lesson from the spy next door is one I should take myself and say, yeah, it's cool to go hard in the profession. It's cool to do what you got to be dedicated to what you're doing, but also take time to build that family, right? Is that the lesson? I don't know. That's what I saw in it. When I just watched the movie, it was hilarious. It was madness. I was cracking up. It was crazy. It was entertaining. It was lovely. It was very enjoyable. Very family movie, right? But also in that, I said, man, family's important. Your job's important, but so is family. So it's time with your lady, time with your man, time with your kids, time with just some recreational, free time, relaxation, right? That was the lesson I got of it. So ladies and gentlemen, we will work hard. We will expand our minds. We will grow. We will be a little bit faster, stronger, smarter, wiser, for sure. What's going to happen? But also, let us take time to relax and spend time with loved ones, friends, and family. And ladies and gentlemen, I will take my own advice. I will slow down just a little bit and just connect more and do more things and hang out just a little bit more, right? Because success is great. Work is great. But you gotta have both. You gotta have balance. And in the end, in The Spy Next Door, we saw Jackie Chan created that. Jackie Chan was a spy espionage. He left the game and got married, had kids, and lived a regular life. Sometimes you just gotta live the regular life, right? Maybe you see Instagram and all this YouTube and all this famous people culture. That's fine, bro. But take time just to enjoy the regular life. Take time to sit in your backyard in a chair and sip a lemonade and just listen to the birds, see the rabbits, look at the grass, see the sun, feel the sun rays. Just chill, relax with an ice cold lemonade or whatever beverage you prefer. Right? Maybe? I don't know. I watched The Spy Next Door and this is what came out. Maybe I'm way off, but this is where my mind's at today. So anyways, if you haven't seen The Spy Next Door and you want to see what happens when the spy babysits kids, check it out. It's Jackie Chan. And every time you see Jackie Chan, he's great. Like I said, he's doing all types of crazy, weird, jumping, climbing, kicking, punching, all this. It's always entertaining. I love Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is awesome. So yeah, check this flick out. Very dope. And that's all I want to talk about this week. So until next time, we'll see. Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. OG Mandino. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.